Many fans have wondered, why is Roman Reigns off TV? Well, we now have an answer, as it seems that sadly, Roman Reigns was involved in a tragedy. And then we'll discuss some breaking news involving Sasha Banks. Roman Reigns has been missing, even though he's the champion of all WWE, both Raw and SmackDown. Yet, he's on neither show, and fans have wondered, what is going on? But now, they finally have an answer. It all started during an untelevised match after Monday Night Raw went off the air. It was the New Day with Drew McIntyre versus the Usos and Roman Reigns. And it was during this match when a fan began heckling Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman. He could be heard loud and clear because he was saying very rude, mean, and hurtful things to Roman and Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman had had enough, and he was going to take matters into his own hands because security would not kick the fan out. Heyman tried to get into the audience, but one of the Usos had to hold him back. And then the fan tried to make his way to ringside to possibly try and attack Paul Heyman and maybe even Roman Reigns, but luckily security guards stopped this fan from causing any harm to Roman Reigns or Paul Heyman. Things got so heated that Xavier Woods actually jumped into the crowd and tried to fight the fan. But luckily, cooler heads prevailed and Xavier Woods rethought his actions and came back to the ring. In the aftermath, after this horribly upsetting experience, Roman Reigns, who was obviously distraught over the situation, embraced Paul Heyman, and they both were seen with tears in their eyes, as this was a very tense situation, and it could be that Roman remembered what happened to Seth Rollins on Monday Night Raw a few months back when he was viciously attacked by a fan. And after all this went down, Roman Reigns got backstage and he told Vince McMahon that it's a tragedy that he has to face this kind of stuff at work. Why can't Vince McMahon do more to control the crowd, to have better security, to kick out fans who are heckling the talent? And Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman were so upset that they held each other tightly in their arms. They were then quickly ushered to the back, where Roman was obviously very upset over the situation, and it's very possible that because of this situation, Roman has basically been missing from TV because of how angry he was at WWE for allowing this situation to get very bad and wasn't handled properly. Sasha Banks recently received some very shocking news. As of late, Sasha Banks has been in a tag team with Naomi. They are currently the women's tag team champions, and they're having a great run. However, that run might be all over, as Sasha Banks recently received some news from her doctor that could put her wrestling career on hold for a long time. During a routine physical by WWE doctors, they discovered that Sasha Banks is actually pregnant. Sasha Banks was completely floored by this news, as she wasn't trying to get pregnant, as she is currently focusing on her wrestling career and her acting career, and she didn't want to be sidelined for a year while she gave birth to a baby. But when she got this news from WWE doctors, she didn't know how it was possible because she had taken all of the necessary precautions. But she knows that it's always possible that they just didn't work one day. So after receiving this news, Sasha began to think about, okay, what does this mean for my career? Oh my gosh, I'm going to be a mother, and am I ready for this? You know, my life is really going to change. But then as she started to try and make sense of this surprise situation, WWE doctors came back to her and said, you know what, wait a second, those test results that we gave you about the pregnancy, those may not be correct. We're doing a retest because there is something wrong with our system and it may have been a false positive. Sasha was angry, but yet relieved that, okay, maybe I'm not pregnant, but then also that means I'm not having a baby and I want a baby. And right now, the doctors at WWE are doing another test for Sasha to see if she's actually pregnant. And in the coming days, she's going to get the final results. And she will know for sure if she's going to be a mother or not. But as of right now, Sasha Banks is sitting on the sidelines, awaiting the results of her pregnancy test by WWE doctors. And she knows that there have been false positives with other wrestlers as well, including Charlotte Flair, who was told by WWE doctors that she was pregnant. A few days later, it turns out they were wrong. She wasn't pregnant. So Sasha has told close friends that no matter what the test results actually are, she's going to be happy. If the news comes back that she's pregnant and she's going to be a mother, hey, that's an amazing thing. But also it's a negative that her career is put on hold for a year. But if it comes back negative, it means, okay, I can have a baby later on. I'm not pregnant right now, and I can focus on my career. So right now, Sasha Banks, she is at home awaiting the results of her pregnancy test by WWE doctors. What are your thoughts about Roman Reigns missing from WWE TV in recent weeks and the altercation him and Paul Heyman had involving a fan? And what are your thoughts about Sasha Banks possibly being pregnant? Leave a comment below and give me your opinion. And don't forget to subscribe and click the bell notification so you are notified when we upload a new video.